Hey, Bruce here, the 5-Minute Handyman. I am tiling a shower and wanted to show you how to measure and cut the tiles for the first row, because the first row needs to match up with the base. And so let me show you some of the hardware and we'll talk about it. So what I have here is I've got the floor is in already in the shower. The drain, we've got the drain all set up there. I don't have any grout in here yet. And so what I've done is taken a laser line and measured. What I did is I found the lowest spot on the floor, and it's right here by the drain. So I measured up to the full height of a tile here. And so what I did, let me show you here, is I measured up from the bottom here. If I have a spacer at the bottom, which is going to be my grout line or my grout joint, when I put this here, that's the height of where this line needs to be. And then all the rest of it will need to be trimmed in order to follow the contour of the floor. And so I'll show you how to do it over on this side. And so what we're going to do is we will take a tile, and I'll take some spacers. First I'm going to put it right in the middle here, and on my tile I am going to put this first tile like this. Alright, and so I need to be able to trim it down on this side that much. Well, I don't want to cut it on the top of the tile. I want to have a nice factory edge here, because my next row is going to come over, and I want to have nice factory edges here. And so what I have to do to measure this is I need to flip this around. And so this will give me the right dimensions and the right areas for me to be able to cut. So I'm going to make a mark on the end here that lines up, and on this end and in the center. Now, because the floor goes like this because of the drainage, I'm putting one spacer in the middle, and I'm going to make a mark right up here on the wall. Alright, and so now what I do is I take and measure, and I'm just going to start at 10 here because it's easy. So it's 7/8 of an inch below. I need to cut off 7/8 of an inch. And so what I'll do is in the middle of the tile, I will mark 7/8 of an inch. Okay, so now I have the 7/8 of an inch in the center. And then I'll take these two, put them on the side. Okay, so now when I have this lined up, see, this is higher than my space here, so that's why I needed to measure it when it was 1/8 of an inch gap here. So now I have 1/8 of an inch gap here, and I can take and make a mark on my tile right where that line is, and I will do the same thing on this side. Okay, and so now what I do is I'll be able to take and cut from here, and I'll draw a straight line from there to this, and then from this over to this one over here. And when I do that, then when I put the tile in like this, then the contour will follow, and I have my factory edge on top. So so that's what I'm going to do for this tile. So I've got this one marked. Now, when I am talking about the curb here, what I'm going to do with the curb is I am going to have these tiles on the top and on the inside and on the outside. And so what we've got is the width of this is 4 feet across, and these tiles are 2 feet. So on the top, I'm going to take one tile and have a seam here in the middle, and then another tile here. So I'll only have one seam where we step over the curb. On the inside, I want to stagger those seams. So this is going to be one tile here, and then I have a short piece on this side, and I have a short piece on this side. Now this one I've already cut, and the way I did this one, because when this tile is up against the curb, my other tile, the tile that's on the top of the curb, is going to overhang, and then we're going to use a Kerdi edge for the edge to trim out the edge of this tile. And so we're going to have a little bit of an overlap, so I need this tile just to be even with the top of the curb. And so the way I do this, it doesn't matter if the factory edge or a cut edge is up here, because my other tile is going to overhang it. So this makes it pretty easy for me, because now what I can do is take a full tile, and I can use my spacers. And first I'm gonna look and see whether this is even going all the way across. And the way to check that is to put a spacer in the middle, and if it's close, then I'm good. So what I'll do is this is flat enough so I won't need to do like I did on the other one, where I have to mark the center and then mark the two ends. So I'm basically going to just take this, and I'll take my marker on the back side and just run it along the edge to get the height of where I'm going to cut. Okay, and so this is my cut line, and again this is going to be the height of the curb, and then my top is going to overhang it. So I'm going to do that for the inside. I'll do that also for the outside, and then when I'm ready to cut the top piece, I'm going to install these first, because I'm going to have thin set here, and I want to know exactly what the distance is going to be so that I can have a uniform overhang on both sides. So I don't want to cut this top piece first, or cut it yet. So we'll just go ahead and continue getting these ready, and then once I get all the bottom row pre-cut, then we'll come back and I'll show you how to install them with thin set. So thanks for watching. I would love to have you subscribe to my channel, and if there's other things you'd like to know how to do relative to tiling, or basically anything that's inside of a house, leave a comment for me, and I'll see what I can do about getting that for you. Bruce here, the 5-Minute Handyman. Thanks for watching.